Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Jay Speak. This week we answer questions. First question, what are my thoughts on one-channel amps? 10 years ago, I would have told you one-channel amps are useless. There's no point because I didn't want to use distortion pedals and overdrive pedals. I would prefer multi-channel amps. The more the better. I used a Mesa Roadster for years, which had 4 channels. And because I like a clean tone, overdriven tone, semi-broken up, kind of like a Vox AC30, like edge of breakup tone. I liked a good solid kind of British distortion, and I like a high gain. So I would use all 4 channels. I wouldn't use dirt pedals, and that's what I always went with. I think as I got older, I definitely appreciate one-channel amps because you can kind of like dig in. And I also think they kind of push creativity a little bit because you tend to use your volume knob on your guitar a lot more. You can play clean, you know, you can turn up, get like a semi-broken up tone and go, you know, full blast if you've got it set up for dirt. But I think one-channel amps do actually have a good range of tone. I think you just have to appreciate and want to fiddle with your guitar more. And or if you really like a good clean channel amp, you can use it and then also, you know, just use dirt pedals, which I've grown more fond of over the years. I don't think when I was younger, I definitely would not be pushing for a one-channel amp for sure. That is not something I ever wanted to do. Question 2, why is it when I ask a question between this amp or that pedal and that pedal, someone suggests something completely different? I think I'm probably guilty of this too. So an example of like, hey, should I get a Marshall JVM 410 or should I get a 205? It's the same amp except the 410 has more channels and 100 watt where the 205 is 50 watt and 2 channel. You know, if someone says, oh, you should get a Friedman, you know, they really didn't answer your question. And I'm guilty of that too, because you think to yourself, well, yeah, the JVM's a good amp, but it's not a great amp. Or, you know, should I get a MXR 234 chorus or should I get the Walrus Audio Julia? And someone answers, well, you should just get a Boss DD500 because it has all the cool choruses on it. You know, I think it's just preference. I think sometimes people don't necessarily elaborate on their answers and it's, hey, I've used that amp or I've used those choruses before and I found this chorus to be better. You really don't get that description from people. And I think at least when I answer the question of, well, just get the Boss pedal, I try to explain my reasoning why I say that because it's good that you have background and reference. But yeah, I get super annoyed by those questions. Like, should I get a Friedman or a Bogner? And someone says, just stick to Marshall. It's like, that's not helpful. It's like, well, why should I stick to Marshall? Why is that better than Bogner? Why is that better than Friedman? Yeah, I get it. There is a good sense of frustration in those examples. So I think you got to take it with a grain of salt. Everyone's ears are different. Everyone's thoughts and preferences are different. So, you know, you have to kind of go with what you enjoy too and factor some of that in. Someone else is not going to be able to answer your question for preferences, period. I would encourage you, you know, ask the questions, but again, take it with a grain of salt. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. As always, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Many more videos to come. Don't miss one sub.